Hello everyone, itzzdivinityreplays here, and today with a new episode of my series called Fire Mage Approach 2. This time around we're going to look at a missed 11 key. This is done by a viewer, and he wanted to, he asked me if I could look at his run and see how he did, and give him some tips and tricks where what I would have done right if I was in his shoes, and what he could have done better. So at the moment he's instantly showing his gear, so he's 204 item level. Definitely good enough for 11, not an issue whatsoever. Bugs are usually always asking way higher item levels than actually is needed, so yeah. But the first things I can already see is your stats. It's, you have a lot of crit, but you don't have a lot of haste. You actually have like only 10% haste. I really would recommend for you to try already, just try to get more haste. You want to hit that 20% mark as soon as you can. Because the moment you hit that 20% mark, you can go for all the other stats. And the 20% haste is our soft cap on what we actually want. I see you have the helmet legendary. I assume that's the fever incantation. But without any further ado, let's actually head into the video and see how this run is going to go. So, cool. He's also showing his talents. So let me quickly pause. Yeah, these talents, you can run these. I myself am not the biggest fan of Ring of Frost in Mythic Plus. Since, Ice Ward is almost the same. And you're going to be able to use that twice. But with the Ring of Frost, you actually also, fully CC them, right? Not only a snare, they are also not able to cast. I also want to say, guys, I haven't seen anything of this so far. Oh, he's also showing what key he's already done. So this is going to be his highest, actually. His highest key that he has done so far. So, let's see how this is going to go. I'm really, interested in this myself as well. Because it's the first time that I'm doing this. If you guys are also actually interested in me just reviewing for your run, I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description where you can send your, videos to. I really would like it if you could, make sure that the quality is good enough and... it's not too much of an in-thing key, right? I still want to have these videos going quite normally. Like, I'm not interested in videos that are all about just only wipes, right? Then it's going to be a really long video each time. So, the ready checking. And, his combustion. He's everything ready on his action bar. Perfect. Oh, he has 213 badges. Nice, nice. That's really good. That's the same amount as that I have, because I suck at PvP. But alright, I'm excited. Let's see how this is gonna go. Oh, by the way, he's a human mage. I don't know how good they are, but yeah. Oh, wait, that's also a cool mount. I haven't seen that one yet. So he's opening, that's perfect, because he's a Night Fae, right? So let's see what he's gonna do. By the way, I forgot to mention this. These are the affixes from last week. So it's Tyrannical, Inspiring, Necrotic, and Prideful, of course, since that's the seasonal affix. But yeah, let's continue. So, I see you're using your Scorch here, instantly. I mean, your Combustion. That's fine. I myself will actually save it for the pack afterwards, since that pack is way more dangerous than these jumpers. And, since these already die very quickly, right? So, I would recommend, actually, to use your Combustion on this pack, since this one has an Inspiring in here as well. So you want to make sure that that one dies quickly, because you're not going to be able to interrupt any of those. So at the moment, last second you walked into that frontal, you really want to make sure, not to get hit by the frontal, since that one's doing a lot of damage. You did use Dragon Breath there, which is a good play. But since the guy that was inspiring was still alive, you didn't really interrupt as much as you can, right? You only interrupted the one that was actually getting... that was CCable. So at the moment, you're using your Flame Strikes. And this is something I myself also really struggle with still. Is when the tank is guiding, right, where do I place my Flame Strikes in order to optimize the Flame Patch amount? So just using Scorch indeed, to making sure that you keep resetting every single thing. Good thing, you're instantly focusing the Overgrowth, that's good. You want to make sure that you always kill the Overgrowth as soon as you can, since... if you leave them in there for too long, they will die. This combustion is ready again. So let's see if they're gonna CC this or not. Since, perfect. Okay, their group is gonna CC that guy, so they can just yeah, walk around it, and that's perfect. Actually blinking. And opening the gate, perfect. That's good. Because this way they're able to get the buff for the 10% buff before they're going to do this spec. And that's really nice. Yeah, good. You're going for the further one away as well. That's good because of the fact, right? Because, yeah, we are really far. Like, we have a lot of mobility that we can use. So you're opening here with Scorch. You're opening with Scorch, yeah, okay. And then you're instantly going into the Flame Strikes. That's good. I will do the same. Maybe I will not instantly go into Shifting Power. I will actually try and use every single charge that you have before Shifting Power. Since Phoenix Flames, don't underestimate the power of Phoenix Flames whenever you're in Combustion AoE. Phoenix Flames deal so much damage since, yeah, they crit. And they deal damage to every single enemy within 5 yards, I thought, or 8. I'm not sure. But they do AoE damage as well. So by using Phoenix Flames during your combustion, they really, really do a lot of damage. And they're also spreading Ignite. After you've used all your charges, then I will say use Shifting Power in order to get all those stacks again. And utilizing the amount of stacks that you have with Infernal Cascade a lot more. Since Shifting Power does not get boosted by the Infernal Cascade buff, since it's only fire damage. I like it here. I like your alter time here. You're like, yo, I'm gonna take damage, so I'm gonna alter time. So the moment I don't get any damage anymore, I could go back. You kinda... I liked the initial play, but we're quickly gonna go back, right? So I really like the play at the beginning. So you're like, okay, the thrashing is coming. I'm using alter time here. I really like that. Because you're just going to be like, okay, I don't need to pay attention too much to my HP. But the moment what you should have done, the moment this thrashing should have ended, you should have just instantly used alter time back. Because now you got healed to full already, and then you get back into some shit on the ground. And yeah, you're taking damage again. So what you should have done is just, yeah, basically repress alter time earlier. What I myself do usually is actually hold my combustion on this one as well. You got hit by that one. Yeah, happens to the best of us. So I like to see that you're holding your combustion as well for this, because we can do so much damage on the first boss the moment the big guy is actually getting killed. So let's see if you're also preparing for your charges, ready for the boss. Let's see. Yeah, you are. Perfect. So now they're going on the first boss. Let's see how this is going to go. Yeah, they're all going to focus the big guy first, obviously, because if you don't do that, then there's no way that you're going to do it. So what I like to do on the first boss, actually, is... Yeah, right, since you have 40 seconds left on Prideful at the moment, I like to Bloodlust here, since then you're having 40 seconds of Time Warp together with 40 seconds of Prideful to really maximize the amount of damage that you can do. Since you are going to be able to kill the tree. I'm going to just call it the tree. You are going to be able to kill the tree within the 40 seconds, and then you're still going to have definitely uptime on Time Warp and Prideful for the boss itself, for the guy that's that you need to kill, right? But that's something maybe that I did with my group. I'm not sure what everyone else is actually doing, so... But that's usually what I like to do. So I myself don't even know really what that trinket does. So let me actually just quickly look back into what that trinket actually does. Fires 5, up to 5 targets suffer. Aha. So I would have actually saved this trinket for the guy that was going to take increased damage, right? It's just going to have more value on that guy. So 30% below, he's instant switches to Scorch. I like that. This is actually good timing for them, because the moment this guy hits 20% HP, he's going to turn friendly, and then he's going to either interrupt the boss. So yeah, now they're bloodlusting, and now they're just pumping hard. Let's see how this is going to go. He has the uptime of Infernal Cascade all the time. So that's good. That's very important. And he got all of the stacks gone. So as you can see, they're just really blasting down this this boss really fast. And now you're using Shifting Power. Luckily, they are actually switching back to the big guy because it's always really tight whether you're going to make the second one or not. I like it to just play it safe and actually go onto the big guy because you're not having any cooldowns at all anymore. So that's a good play on their part. I would say use Rune of Power. Yeah, perfect. He is using Rune of Power right now as well. Since I saw he had quite some stacks. What you should have done there, actually, I saw that you cast the Fireball while you still, when you had a hot streak and you already had a Fire Blast charge. What you should have just done is actually use a Fire Blast in order to just utilize that that proc that you got there. So using Scorches in order to actually take 2 more damage. That's good. Nice, nice, nice. And the moment he falls below 20%, I will just instantly switch to the boss and just, yeah, instantly combustion, indeed. Even though I like it that you combusted here, even though you didn't have the best combustion, since as you can see, this boss is just dead now. So that's really nice. Like the blinking, perfect. You're instantly going to the Enema seat, since, yeah, as a Night Fae, especially if you're the only Night Fae, right, you really want to activate these, because if you don't, then everyone else is going to spawn at the start of the dungeon, and that's something really, really shit. Okay, so I already thought that the Demonant was doing that. So actually for the next time, for you, I would actually recommend to wait a little bit with using Shifting Power until there's more, more minions there. Especially at the start, more and more people are learning that they're actually able to pull the minions of the right room together with this. And yeah, it looks like you guys actually pulled more than you can chew. So it looks like you guys are going to be wiping here. I will try indeed to finish off the small one. So just use your charges, right, in order to finish that one off. To make sure if you do wipe, that not everything is getting reset. Yeah, good. You're going for the second lowest target now. And actually using Flame Strikes to just kite them is really good as well, since Flame Strike also slows the targets by 20% whenever they're actually underneath, whenever they're walking over it. So actually really, really good that you just kited there. You didn't die. You just stood far off, and you weren't afraid to actually use combustion as well, even though it was going to be spicy whether you're not going to make it or not. And on this one as well, the moment you go at the first one, you can see where the boss actually is going, so you don't really have to do the puzzle. And most of the times, when I do this key, the healer usually does the puzzle. So let's see how how the puzzle is going to go in this room now. Let's go. Good, you're instantly using just 2 flame strikes. I'm not sure about this rune. Or I'm not sure. I might have actually would have used more abilities before you was going to cast Rune of Power, Shifting Power here. Maybe one more Phoenix Flames to just spread around that Ignite a little bit more. But besides that, using the Shifting Power there is not that bad. That's good. There we go. Just finishing them off. So it looks like how your group is doing it currently is just everyone's going to a marker. And yeah, that one works as well. Oh, someone just already instantly found it, so perfect. So it looks like you guys are probably going to get the frog later into this dungeon. That's really, yeah, it's a really nice one, actually. So you instantly combusted. What I would have done, actually, is just actually hardcast that Flame Strike and then switch it into a combustion. Because right now, you have 3 seconds left of combustion, right? And you have no charges anymore. And since I saw that your Shifting Power is also actually going to get upright, I maybe would have actually liked it more if you just hold it, your combustion for a little bit longer, right? I know that combustion is our main source of damage, but sometimes holding your combustion just for a few additional seconds is actually really valuable, because you're going to be able to have more of your Flame Strike stacks or your Phoenix stacks in those combustions. And your combustion just ended as Shifting Power actually came off cooldown. So maybe you just would have liked if you just waited 4 more seconds in order to just be also able to cast Shifting Power in that combustion. And yeah, you guys are definitely going to get the frog. If you guys are not getting the frog, I don't know anymore. So yeah, you're using hardcasting flame strikes because why not? I do notice that you're not really using your second unused trinket that much actually. So far in this dungeon, I think you pressed it twice, once on the boss and once somewhere early into the dungeon. So I would actually recommend to try focusing on that as well, especially if using a second unuse. And that one is not in our part of combustion, right? Just press it off cooldown in order to just keep having that damage. Oh, you're not getting the frog. Oh shit, I was wrong. You're actually getting the Hydra. So the Hydra is actually, not that dangerous at all. It's only dangerous because of the tank. It's gonna do a lot of damage. So I actually want to check your combustion again, because I think you combusted with 2 stacks of Fire Blast. So I kind of want to see, or only with 1. So yeah, I would have actually waited until Prideful was actually going to be at 12 seconds, right? That meant if you did use your combustion whenever Prideful has 12 seconds left, you were going to have 1 more additional Fire Blast charge. Also, your entire combustion is still in that Prideful, so you will not lose out on that much damage. That is what I would have done here. And also... no, not also. I thought you were able to cast the trinket, but that's not the case. So that's good. And also, actually... No, actually, also... there's actually an also. Whenever there's not a frontal on ads, I would actually try and recommend to just, during your combustion, stand a little bit closer to it. Because the closer you are, the faster your Phoenix Flames hit the targets, the faster you can get an instant Pyro Blast again, right? And that way, sometimes you're actually going to be able, especially during Bloodlust, you're going to be able to have 2 more Pyro Blasts because of that. Since the travel time of Phoenix Flames is really long. Perfect, you're using Rune of Power into shifting power, so that deals quite a lot of damage. That's nice. But yeah, again, this trinket, your second unused trinket, is still on cooldown. I would really, really recommend to just start using your second unused trinket as well. Oh, we're having a little bit of lag right here. A little bit of frame drops, I mean. I like that you're using Flame Strike in order to slow them. I like it that you're also just using Dragon Breath in order to see them. Good interrupt there as well. And so far, this run is actually going pretty smooth. And your combustions are also quite on point, so that's nice. Your guys are most likely going to get the boss afterwards, and since it's tyrannical, I will highly recommend to just hold on to your combustion. I myself rarely ever use combustion on the Prideful, since I know that the moment we have combustion after Prideful, we are just gonna absolutely delete the packs that are after that, right? So it's just way more valuable for us to actually hold on to our combustion for after the pack, especially since that's what our main damage source is. So I think they're just gonna gamble it. No, they're actually still doing the puzzle. Yeah, that's good. Like, sometimes we gamble it and we actually get really screwed over by that, since then we go back to the start. Yeah, perfect. You're instantly using combustion. I kind of want to check out. I didn't see that. I might have missed it. Didn't see if you actually hardcasted something. Yeah, I would actually say just hardcast Pyroblast, right? Like, you're not going to miss that out that much. And the Pyroblast, if you use Pyroblast in your opener on your combustion, then you're actually... that Pyroblast is going to crit as well, right? So it's actually more damage. And I would have actually waited a little bit, because you did start combustion with not 3 stacks active yet. And since it's tyrannical, you're not going to face it, right? Like, you're going to cast Fireball right now, and you already press combustion. You maybe am pressing combustion a little bit too early. I really like it. What you're doing really good is already pressing a Fire Blast during that combustion in order to get that Infernal Cascade stack. That's really good. Into another one, and there you instantly have 2 Infernal Cascade stacks the moment you actually open on the combustion. And that's really what I like to see. But yeah, right now, right, you're actually not... because you didn't wait for all of your 3 stacks, you didn't had 100% uptime on Infernal Cascade during the boss. So good, you're polymorphing it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's usually what I also do whenever we're doing this key. Is always just polymorph the ad that is gonna, yeah, if it hits someone, it's gonna turn them into an ice block and maybe kill them. And usually what I also really like to do is just polymorph it in order to just make sure that the entire mechanic is just dealt with. I like that you're just using Scorch whenever you need to in order to move. So you're here again, you're going over to, yeah, perfect, instantly polymorph again. I really like it. I like that the Warlock still feared it afterwards. Better safe than sorry, right? So your Rune of Power is off cooldown. Let's see what you're gonna do. Your Combustion is also about to come off cooldown. Let's see what you're gonna do. Instantly Combustion. Oh, you jumped too early. Yikes, 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 yikes. Yeah. I would have actually not polymorphed it, since this Combustion is just really wasted, to be fair. Since it phases at 40% as well. And you combusted around 45%, so it was gonna go down really fast. Even though that the ad spawn, it was really close to melee. I'm actually going to rewind it for you to just check it out again, right? To make sure that we don't miss it out. So you're going to combust here, right? But the ad is going to spawn really close to melee. And you accidentally cancelled out your Fire Blast here, which is... Yikes, right? It can happen, obviously. It happens to me also, but I know the feeling. It just feels really shit that you're like, shit. It didn't work. But yeah, so since you already see the Vulpin is near the boss, and you're playing with the Blood Decay, which is going to leave a bleed on it as well, and you're going to use Phoenix Flames, it is, yeah, like as you can see, he has Ignite right now. So the moment you polymorph him, it will still be breaking out because he still has the Ignite on it. So I think what you should have done there is just either killed it with Combustion, since Mistcaller was going to face it, or, yeah, just ignore it, to be fair. But I do like it that you actually better went for the save or sorry strategy than actually not. Because maybe it's going to happen here again. Yeah, since it's a melee, like, I really hate to do those as well. Since they are in melee, and whenever you're having a melee that actually has dots, it's really difficult to just keep them polymorphed. And then sometimes it might just be better to use Ice Nova instead. I thought you might have picked Ring of Frost purely for this boss, but that's not the case. Since you have Ring of Frost, you can actually use it as well in order to just, yeah, make sure that he is going to get stunned as well. So just quickly looking, so it's all the way to the left, since that one has no color. Yeah, there we go. It's a leaf with no color. And the ad spawns, this one is in range, so this one you can actually polymorph pretty easily without any issues. And there we have Mistcaller, easy dodge. Yeah, good, just Combustion, right? Since the boss is almost dead, you're gonna have some RP afterwards here anyway, so it's fine. That's good. So what we need to do afterwards is go instantly down, click on the seat, right? Since we're Night Fae, so we're going to be able to make sure that if someone dies, that we're going to respawn here, right? So make sure you blink. Okay, so he's not using the seat. Oh, someone else is using the seat. Okay, the Warlock is using the seat. Okay, but if you don't know, if you're actually if you're the only person that has this Covenant, you really want to make sure that you do this, right? Because if someone dies and they don't have a battle res, they really need to walk far, and yeah, it's just a waste of time. Right, so you did use your trinket on the boss, by the way, so that's good. But let's see if you're actually going to use it again somewhere on the trash here as well. And I really like it that you use the Scorch in order to get those hot streaks, right, for Flame Strikes or Instant Pyroblasts the moment something is below 30%. Just by doing that, you're actually gaining so much more damage out of it, right, instead of just hard casting Flame Strikes. Like, Scorch is a shorter cooldown, shorter cast time if you even cast it twice. It also deals damage, so it's just straight up better. I like it that you're just going instantly into Combustion. I will always try to at least hardcast a ability before I Combustion, right? So I don't instantly have to use 2 Fire Blast in order to just get my hot streak. So either just cast Fireball, Flame Strike, or something else that actually generates for your hot streak that can actually get your heating up. But besides that, yeah, your combinations are pretty on point, so that's nice. Except on the one that on the second boss, right, where you accidentally cancelled your fireball. But hey, that happens to the best of us, right? It's really difficult to play perfect all the time. So just looking at how the run has been going so far, you're doing pretty good. So that's really nice. There we go. I really like it that you use Dragon Breath a lot. I really like it. That's something that I'm not sure if people forget about, but Dragon Breath is actually such a good tool in Mythic Plus. Like it interrupts the target. It makes them feared, not really feared, and make them disoriented, so the tank doesn't get instantly hit again. So it's just something that if you don't use it a lot, try to use it more in Mythic Plus. Your group is really gonna appreciate it. So you have combustion ready, so I assume you're gonna use it on the next pack. Maybe you should have actually just used... I just quickly gonna go back because I want to check something out. If you actually had combustion on cooldown for a while or not. Okay, this is already on a cooldown for 30 seconds. So, no, okay, you didn't have combustion that long on cooldown. Maybe I would have actually just used combustion here. Since on 80% you're gonna get Prideful, and Prideful usually takes around 30 seconds as well to kill. And then you might have potentially had combustion ready again for the next pack. But yeah, what I do see again, right? Like the trinkets, your second on use trinket is still on cooldown. You barely press that trinket. I would really recommend to just start using that more. Like it is a little bit of DPS gain, right? So I would really recommend to just use that even more and more. So the healer is next to you. So what you always want to do with Prideful, since you don't want the healer to move, you want to have the healer move as less as possible during Prideful, since Prideful is something that is really harsh for healers, especially when it's Grievous weak. So that's definitely something. So you're standing correctly here. So you were casting a fireball when he was below 30%. I would have just cast a Scorch, to be fair. So you do have combustion ready for this fight. So I noticed you're having a little bit of frame drops here and there. So that's kind of spicy. I see. Yeah, you're using shifting power in AoE too fast, actually. I would really recommend to just try and use all of your Phoenix Flames before you're using... like at least 2 Phoenix Flames before you're using shifting power. Since Phoenix Flames, like I said at the beginning, deals a lot of AoE damage, actually. So that's something I will really recommend you to do. Besides that, you're using Rune of Power a lot. You're utilizing your combustion a lot as well on correct points. So far, I'm really, really happy how this run is going. Because you're doing a lot of things really correctly, right? So that's awesome. And you can see that as one of the damage meters, right? Like on the top left, I mean... Oh, you guys can see it, actually. Like, I'll just quickly drag my webcam up a little bit. Like, as you can see on the bottom left, he has the DPS. And you can really see, like, he's 5.2k damage overall at the moment. And that is, like, 800k more than the Demon Hunter. So, he's been blasting quite hard so far. That is really nice. I would have actually used blood combustion here. Like, I would have actually used combustion here. No joke. Since you're gonna get a Prideful after here anyway. So you're not gonna have... So either you have to combustion this pack or you have to combustion the Prideful. Otherwise you're just holding onto your combustion too long. And let's see what you're gonna do. Like, you could have actually pressed one more combustion in there now. So let's see what's gonna happen on the Prideful. Just now you have Prideful, right? And I don't think you're gonna use combustion here as well. I like the wand. I like the throw of your wand. Yeah, I don't assume you're using combustion here. Yeah, you should have definitely just used your combustion on the pack before this. Yeah, you yourself was also actually scared with that blink. I myself was also scared that you might have accidentally pulled the boss. And something to really take into consideration in this area, shifting power can accidentally pull the birds that are flying in the sky. And it happened multiple times for me already that it happened. And when that happened, I was like, oi, how did this happen? But yeah, really, what you should have done is actually use... oh, okay, I see multiple mistakes here, actually. So just to quickly rewind, right? You should have used combustion on the pack before your prideful in order to have combustion here again, because you were going to have it up since you already had shifty power as well. And what you're doing by accident now is using the wrong unused trinket. So your gladiator's badge is actually going on cooldown, and you're not going to be able to use it for your combustion. So that's really something you need to keep in mind. If you use 2 unused trinkets, always use your gladiator's badge first, since you want to have that during your combustion. Otherwise, gladiator's badge doesn't really do a whole lot. So let's continue. And yeah, perfect. I really like it that you do have Infernal stacks, Infernal Cascade stacks all the time whenever you're actually combusting. So that's really good. Use a Fire Blast. Yeah, perfect. So you did lose maybe a whole streak there. I don't know. Use Fire Blast. Oh, you got lucky there with the crit. Use Fire Blast. Yeah, perfect. But these are like the little things to keep track of now, right? Like the moment everything else is going pretty good, and it's something you need to do outside of combustion, is actually making sure that those heating up streak procs are actually getting utilized. Since here again, right, you did have a Fire Blast, but you were hard casting a Fireball, hoping to get another crit. So you should just Fire Blast here. You should just Fire Blast here. Since you already had 2 stacks, like, you could have just Fire Blast here. But then again, your combustion was about to come up, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason why he didn't do it. That's my bad. I should have actually checked out that his combustion was going up. And then it's fine to hold your Fire Blast. Then it's fine to lose a heating up proc. So you're going to use... Oh, you're going really far. Yeah, that's fine. Go back to your Rune of Power. Perfect. What you could have potentially done there, right, was actually use Alter Time in order to instantly go back again to where you were from the beginning, to not lose as much uptime on the boss as how much you were doing at the moment. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy how this run went. You did pretty good. So this is the boss. Like, this is done. Let's see what loot he's getting. Maybe he's going to get a Changeling. Maybe he's going to get a Changeling. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, he got the staff. Oh, well. He actually got the staff. So that's most likely not an upgrade indeed, since he has a socket in it. So the chance of this going to be an upgrade is quite low, since he also has a 213 offhand. So I don't think that he is going to be needing the staff at the moment. So maybe he's going to ask right now if the Warlock wants it or not. But GG, guys. Thanks. Nice. All right. So that was actually this run. So I'm very surprised on... yeah, I'm very happy on how this run went. Not really surprised. I'm very happy how this run went. You're utilizing Dragon Breath a lot, which is really good. I really like that when I see that happening. Your combustion are also really pretty good on point. Only the very last one that we talked about a little bit, right, is where you could have actually used combustion in order to actually get more combustions in a run. The first time that you used Alter Time, I was pretty happy, but maybe you could have used Alter Time a little bit more whenever you're actually getting some debuffs in order to get rid of something. What I did like, at the start of this fight, you were going to get linked. Let's see if Ice Block is here on cooldown. Ice Block is on cooldown, so we're just quickly going to go back. Wait, where is your Ice Block actually? I can't see the Ice Block. Like, he was going to get Infestor. Yeah, so this Ice Block actually, I thought so. This Ice Block was actually a waste, since the boss got interrupted, and whenever the boss gets interrupted on the cast, it's not going to go through, right? So maybe you could use Ice Block later when you were going to get the lines, right, on this boss. Mind Link, whenever you actually got Mind Link, right, you could have potentially used Ice Block on that one, if it was on you, right, in order to just get rid of it instantly. So that Ice Block did kind of get wasted. But overall, yeah, this run went pretty good. I'm very happy on how it went. And these small things are just something, to just improve on it, right? Like, these small things. I don't see any major things at all. So the way how you're doing it right now is really good. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, the more gear, like, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be able to get way further, right? Like, there's no way. Another thing that I really would like to see a little bit more, though, is using your second unused trinket. I think you only used it 4 times during the entire dungeon. And I really think you can easily use it more times during this dungeon. Since it's just going to increase your damage by just a little bit, right? But it's just something, right? Like, it's just these small things that really make you deal more damage. But yeah, that was already this video. So if you guys are also interested in me rewatching your run, I'm going to be leaving down a link in the description where an email where you can send it to. But I do ask, if you're going to send it, make sure that the run is from start to finish, right? Make sure it's a full run. Make sure that the run is not that much int. So being it out of time by a small margin, that's fine. But whenever something's out of time by like 30 minutes or just more, no, I don't want that either. Since that's just going to be really difficult to go over, and it's going to be really long, right? And it's going to be really rough to get all that information that we need into the video, right? So those are actually the main 2 things at the moment. But yeah, I really want to thank Kyogre for sending this video of him doing the 11 Mist. But yeah, I really want to thank you guys all for watching. And if you did like and learn something from it, then please leave a like and subscribe. It would really help me out a lot. Also, I live stream on twitch.tv/itzzdivinityreplays, where you can find me as well, just doing some keys or something else, right? But yeah, I really want to thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.